What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Common Sense and Logic.
Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Caesar.
And I'm Ronnie, and here we are again, giving you guys some common sense and logic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know we touched on a subject on our last episode about, what's going on out there with ICE and Border Patrol, border agents, or what have you, trying to do their job, and people out there protesting and just getting in their face and interfering. And there's a couple of people now that paid the ultimate price, man.
Yeah, they sure did, man. And I can't say it enough times, man. You know, I wish these folks would just back away from ICE and let them do their job.
America voted for that policy, man. America voted for them to what do you call it, to fight the illegal immigrants. That's the job they're doing. So I don't understand why people are out there complaining and just confronting the federal law enforcement of ICE and Border Patrol, what have you, and it's resulting in a lot of dangerous activity out there.
I think these are the some of the folks that are still brainwashed, man, and brainwashed, and they also get paid to go out there and do this kind of chaos.
A mix of both.
Yeah.
So the people that are paid to go out there and just create chaos, they're what do you call it? They're lighting the fuse for the people that are brainwashed, that think that ICE is bad, that they're Nazis. The whole Trump administration are fascists and Nazis, or So those people creating chaos is just, they're adding to the fire,
Well, here's a kicker to all this that's happening right now, especially over there in Minnesota and what is it, Minneapolis?
Minneapolis, yes, sir.
Why the chaos, you say? Not because of ICE, I call it, dude. I call it because of the whole fraud business that they were doing.
To distract.
It's a huge distraction. Nobody's talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, the Democrats, that is, and the liberals. Now they're focused on ICE and everything that's happening over there. But that's the truth, man. It's just a distraction from the fraud that they committed. And, I'm talking about the leaders over there.
Yeah, Tim Walz and the Somalians, a lot of Somalians, what do you call it, defrauded the population of Minnesota of billions and billions of dollars, and Tim Walz is out there, the main agitator and the main guy speaking up against ICE. So, he's trying to distract you, man, from the billions that they took from the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, and we're not talking about just Tim Walz. We're talking about everybody that's underneath him too.
Exactly.
From the mayors to everybody else.
Oh yeah, it runs deep, man. It runs deep. It's the whole everybody under that there.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. The deep state. The swamp creatures. Those are the ones. Billions of dollars. Like seriously, like come on, man. Like. That's a lot of money for us, the American people, that that we need, and it's just straight out being taken away from our pockets.
Yeah, it's crazy, but that's just a distraction from. What's going on is a distraction from the fraud that's happening there in Minneapolis, and happening here in California as well. But we'll stick to the Minneapolis theme because there was a killing.
Another one.
Yeah, another one of a man that confronted ICE. He had a gun and no ID, so that tells you his intentions. If he's walking out there with no ID and a gun, what's happening there? He's resisting arrest or whatever. He's fighting with ICE, and it gets down to it. Gun pops out. His gun. He's trying to reach for the gun, I'm guessing, and ICE shoots him in the whole tussle, man.
Well, here's the thing about...
Well, actually, I don't think it was ICE. I think it was like a border patrol agency that killed him.
Here's the thing about these situations that, most people are not going to research what you just said right now. That he didn't have an ID, or that he had the permit to carry the weapon.
Yeah.
Or that he had a full clip on the weapon. So... we only know that because we want to know exactly why, when people kind of challenge these things that they see on TV. But really, man, common sense and logic. Sometimes I mute the videos. Yeah. I don't want to hear. I don't want to get distracted from what I'm looking at. And what I saw, man, was this dude just antagonizing ICE and, supposedly defending this other lady that was there that got pushed by ICE. But you don't put hands on these law enforcement, man. You just do not do that. If you can't do that to a regular Joe out there in the street because you're going to get sucked up, what do you think is going to happen?
With someone that's,
with law enforcement.
Armed. With law enforcement that's armed, what do you think is going to happen? It's
plain and simple, common sense and logic. Comply. Yeah. Comply to whatever. If you have nothing to hide, comply with it. I've been there. I do not like it, and I think most of us have. But you know what? We don't get beat up. We don't get shot. Nothing happens to us except for getting pissed off. But those are the rules, man. And these idiotic people like that one dude, and I'm sorry, man, I might sound insensitive to it, but yeah, you know what I mean? He put hands on ICE and he wasn't compliant to what they told him afterwards, and he ended up losing his life, man.
Yeah. And I'm all for people out there protesting, but in a peaceful manner, and
we keep saying
not getting in people's face, not putting hands on law enforcement. Yeah, not doing what they're doing, which is way above and beyond, spitting at them, telling them die, and fascist Nazis die. Like, come on, you get out there and protest peacefully. That's fine. That's your God-given right, your American right to do it, and that's fine. But when you become violent and you put hands on the people trying to do their job, the agency that's trying to do their job, it just results in some unfortunate incident, which in this case it became a killing.
Here's what doesn't make any common sense or logic to me. These protesters are protesting against violence from ICE on American citizens or illegals, but they're protesting with violence.
Yeah.
So how does that make any sense and logic?
Yeah, they're apparently using the theory of fight fire with fire in their head, I'm thinking, but they're just using violence to protest against violence, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and they're listening to those states, the leaders.
Yeah, the leaders are just, like Tim Walz, for example. He's telling them to get out there and create chaos. He's saying, like, bring out your phone, get in their face. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, it's fine. Of course, you could record, but don't get in their face and don't agitate these law enforcement agencies to the point where they're gonna, if you put hands on them, they're gonna retaliate.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. I mean, it's the same old song. You know what I mean? We're seeing this over and over and over every day, and if we see it every day, we're gonna keep saying it on every episode. Stop being a freaking idiot. You know what I mean? Just let them do their job, man. Like,
they're taking out, they're searching criminals, hard criminals out there, because these sanctuary states are not helping these guys. So they got to be out there roving the streets and trying to find these criminals on their own without the help of the state. If the state would just tell them where they live, where these criminals live, this would all be avoided. But the sanctuary states they're not cooperating with ICE and with the border patrol, what have you. So it's creating chaos, just for that reason.
Yeah, the news doesn't help any. The local media, they show you guys, a few hundred of protesters. They make it seem like it's a lot, that everybody's on the same page and the same boat per se, and they're trying to brainwash other people are innocently just watching the news and hyping them up to try to get that feeling too. You're going and protest, and
they're doing a great job.
Just don't do it,
to those people, because they're getting out there and they're putting their lives in danger by confronting law enforcement and these federal agencies from doing their job. So they're just fanning the fire, fanning the flames.
Yeah, you guys got to understand that there's a lot of paid, characters out there that that's how they make their money, by organizing this protesting, and they're going around the states. That's their job, and then they go
get paid for it, people.
Yeah, and you're not getting paid for it, and then you're gonna get paid for it. Then you're gonna get sucked into something, a whole different world that you're not used to.
And I'm sure a lot of people didn't do research, but that lady, she was one of those people that got paid to create chaos. and look what happened.
Yeah, so we're giving you guys a little bit of facts, so that way you can maybe look at it a different way. But the truth of it is, if you look at what's going on, just use your common sense and logic. My best suggestion would be, I know that a lot of people are watching videos on social media. Turn off the volume, turn it down. Like, don't listen to what's being said, and just use your eyes, your common sense and logic, and take it from there. If you still see it, like. Yeah. Those other people see it, those protesters, and then I guess we can't help you there. But yeah, I mean, that's what I do, man.
Yeah. If you turn off the volume, you'll be able to see who's the one that's being aggressive, and you'll see that these protesters are the ones being aggressive towards these federal agencies, ICE agents, and they have to protect themselves because they're in the middle of trying to do their job, and by them getting in their face and putting hands on them, that's resulting in a lot of violence that's unnecessary. If you guys are out there protest, that's fine. Yeah, film it. That's fine. Film it. But do it peacefully. Just at a what do you call it? At a distance.
Just today, man, before I got here to film, I saw this video of this guy protesting. And he was going off on ICE officials, and he was threatening them, and he was calling them out, and he was telling them, like, this is exactly what he was saying: shoot me in the head. Let me see you shoot me in the head. Like, are you freaking dumb?
Where's the common sense and logic with that, people? Come on.
We all know that when you get into people's face, yes, something's gonna happen because you shouldn't do that. That's just common sense and logic. That's being aggressive.
That's being aggressive too, like kind of like asking for it. Like wanting for confrontation, wanting for violence, and we shouldn't be doing that.
With that, I know we're gonna get some people saying, "Oh, really? They were asking to get shot. They were asking."
Yeah, I didn't mean it in that way.
But you know what? Common sense and logic, yes, to that extent, it goes. You're asking for it.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with law enforcement, man. Just don't do it. You guys seen it over and over. As soon as they see a weapon, their lives, they feel threatened.
Yeah, and it's split second reaction that they have to go off of.
Yeah.
Splits. It's like, bam, they gotta think. What am I gonna do? They gotta protect themselves, of course. So it's yeah. Just don't put yourself in that situation, and it won't happen. Pretty much. Common sense and logic, people. Protest peacefully. And let them do their job. And common sense and logic tells you if you're gonna be confrontational, be aggressive towards these federal agencies, something bad's gonna happen, and we've witnessed it already.
And here in California, man, I'm starting to hear defund ICE, and it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense because these are the same idiots that were trying to defund the police. Look what happened. We need the police. We need these guys,
and we need safe borders.
Obama did it, man. Everybody has done it, except that the media is not showing you guys the whole picture. Obama did worse with the kids. You know what I mean? I mean, this goes way back with the one kid, Elio, I think it was his name,
Cuban.
From the Cuban, where they went and picked him up from his relative's arms. Remember that?
Right.
In Miami, I think it happened. I mean, this goes way back, and so every president has done that. But we said this over and over again. Trump can't do no right.
Yeah, they're gonna paint him in a bad picture, whatever he does.
Yeah. So I know you guys are too dumb, too lazy to go and search and learn the history and parts of the things that has happened in the past. But that's what we're here for, to give you some common sense and logic.
Yeah, just go back and see how many people Bill Clinton and Obama, what do you call it, deported. A lot more.
He had them in cages.
Yeah.
He had them sleeping on the floor. So, but nobody really made too much of it.
Yeah, like you said, the media didn't portray it in a bad light. I mean, they didn't pay much attention to it, but now they're really painted. They really painted Trump in a bad picture, and everything's being scrutinized. Everything he does, so it's just blown out of proportion. It's magnified.
So I'm hoping that ICE doesn't stop doing what they're doing, man. I'm all for it.
I doubt it. Not as long as Trump is in power. It's going to continue. I mean, It's up to the people if they want to be violent. It's just going to create chaos, And that's all it is. The Democrats want
Distraction.
And they want Trump's presidency throughout the whole presidency to be
chaos.
That way it looks bad.
Yeah.
Come midterms, come time for the election again, you know, for them not to vote for Republicans because it was all chaos through the presidency. It's all a strategy.
Yeah, so I mean that's the same old song, man. And I'm tired of singing.
Yeah. I mean it's like the same thing every time, man. Yeah. But that's where we're at, and any feedback, man, we're welcome. We'll welcome your feedback. Just leave comments and leave your likes, subscribe. Hopefully you guys like what we're putting out, man.
Yeah, and share it with other people. You know, you could help others around you not to fall victim to this whole chaos and fake protesting and all that. Because, like I said, they get paid for it. They're actors, and
don't get me wrong. I'm okay with protesting because your American right. Do it peacefully. At a distance. If you guys want to film, to see, you know, to record what's going on at a distance, but never in a confrontational, aggressive way, because that's just going to lead to madness.
You show me where you guys are protesting. I'm talking to the liberals and the left. Show me a video of you guys protesting the way it should be done, respectfully to everybody around you. And by that I mean, you know, hands off. You could verbally say anything you want, because we even made a video about freedom of speech. So you could say whatever you want, but keep your hands to yourself. Show me a video like that, and I might jump on your side and defend you guys. But other than that, every single time I see a protest,
it's aggressive.
It's a very, very aggressive. So.
Yep. All right, we'll leave it with that, man. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
That's right, folks. Remember, common sense and logic. If you have it, use it. If you don't,
come on back. We'll help you find it.
That's right. See you guys.
See ya.
God bless you.